What's up, guys? The gaming content is back, and it's going to be with Chivalry 2. We got a lot of ideas planned for this game and a lot of great video. I took my time with it. I wanted to play it out. As you can tell, my level and my opinion will probably matter now, and I'm really good at it. So anyway, this video is going to be about the top 5 best classes in the game. And I know you guys are wondering, wait, there's only 4 classes, right? Isn't there just Archer, Vanguard, Footman, and Knight? Well, actually, there's 3 subclasses within all these classes, meaning there's 12 in general, right? So that's going to be awesome. So let's get right into it and check it out. Alright guys, so like I was just saying, here you can see the 4 classes with the 3 subclasses within them, and pretty much you could tell that they have different names. A perfect example here is the Knight with the Officer, and then you got the Guardian and the Crusader. And you see the health is still the same for all these 3 classes, but what changes significantly here is the ability that you have per these classes and the little passives you get, and of course your weapons selections. So a perfect example here with the little ability, the Guardian here has unmatched durability, 50% increase in dash cooldown, which is the same for all of them, but the unmatched durability is just because you're a tank with a giant shield. And then you look at the Crusader, loadout provides maximum offensive potential, and then the same thing, 50% increase in dash cooldown. But what changes here is the ability, which is Oil Pot and Banner. So those 2 things I'm be taking into consideration for my top 5 best classes. And of course the stats, you get the basic stats, are very important too, but some classes have better weapon loadouts, which you can see here. The Crusader has a good amount of good weapons with the Messer, Battle Axe, 2-hand hammer, but maybe the Guardian has a better weapon loadout, and also you get a secondary and a shield, right? So I'll be taking those things into consideration, and mainly the ability you get, which you can tell here is the Banner, and your stats and the little bonuses. But let's check it out, guys, and let's see who are the top 5. Alright guys, so we got the Devastator here at number 5 with 130 health, 120 movement speed, and 100 stamina. And you're going to see some gameplay in the background while I talk about the little passives and the weapon selection and the ability, and the reason I put them here. I'll be doing that for every other class that we talk from now on. So small abilities here is say that the benefit of this class is that you get to carry heavy weapons and not worry about movement speed penalty, which is true because not other classes cannot carry heavy weapons and move around like this so fast. Like 120 movement speed, that's very fast, and that's the fastest character in the game with that type of movement speed. And you know, for all classes on the under the Vanguard subclasses. The weapon selections are very nice too. You get the Battle Axe, the War Club, Executioner Axe, Great Sword, and the Maul. Good weapons for everyone, for new players and current players. You got so many diversity there. One thing, the downside with the ability, small abilities, right, is that you lack a secondary, which it tells you, and it's true because all you do is get a little knife, so you're stuck with your front weapon. So just keep that in mind, and you're vulnerable to range attacks. Another thing that's pretty good here is the leaping strike. I feel like that's better than the tackle, because if you could pull that off, you do over 100 or more damage, and it's just super funny when you do it too. It could get countered easily though, so keep that in mind if someone does R1 you, or what do you call it on Xbox? I don't know, but R1, right? Stab. And the ability here you get is Oil Pot. Oil Pot, I feel like it's the second closer to the weakest ability here. You'll hear about my thoughts about the weakest ability later. But Oil Pot is good, but also bad. You can damage teammates, and that's annoying when you're damaging your teammates. You're not even trying to. You're doing it in a crowd of enemies, how you're supposed to. You're doing great damage, and then your teammates go in there because they just, you know, they want to kill them, right? They see the fire, but it always happens no matter what. Sometimes you might get lucky, a teammate might avoid the fire, but there's always going to be people walking in there because they're just, you know, they're a knight and they're like, I'll survive it. I'm a knight. I got all this health, right? And that happens. So Devastator is a very good class. If you guys are new to the game, I would recommend using it because it has everything that you need, right? With the decent health, fast, just crazy damage, right? You get an Oil Pot, which you start learning how to throw stuff, and it's a decent class overall. But let me know what you guys think of the Devastator, if it should be a top 5 in the comments below. At number 4 here we got the Zomboman, which is under the Archer class line, where you get 90 health, 100 movement speed, and 50 stamina. So this is the lowest health, of course. You'll be the weakest and the lowest stamina that you have on this character. But it's a great class in general, because just archers are so annoying, and the game that you don't gotta be good and they could be shooting you. And if you're playing on console, you do get aim assist, which makes the bow a lot better than a crossbow. Because yes, there'll be an argument a crossbow is better because it does more damage, but it takes more skill to play with the crossbow, so keep that in mind. That's why I did not add it on my top 5, just that's why. But if we needed a bow, it would be this right here, the Zombo. It's super fast to shoot, do a lot of damage. It's just that great weapon to help your teammates. You don't even got to get kills. You can just do crazy damage and not even die if they don't know where you're shooting from, right? The downside of it, of course, is that when you're holding down the aim, you do lose stamina. So keep that in mind when you have people coming at you, because you only have 50 stamina. So if you're holding it down and you miss your shot, you're not going to be able to use your secondary very well. So good secondaries overall. I would say the short sword is the best secondary that you get. You get 3 other ones besides that, and you get a nice little extra ability, which is the little like spike sticks that you put in front of you, which is great for defense. Honestly, that's where the archer shines best, because you could just put those spikes and they could walk into that. It's great to defend objectives or the king, and they're just walking into it and you're getting damage, and you can even get kills like that, which I have too. The ability you get on it is the brazier. It's literally this little fire pot you put, and you put your arrows in it and you get them on fire and you shoot the enemies with it. It probably does like 10 extra damage when you shoot them, plus with your basic damage, right, with the fire arrows, but nothing crazy. That's why I feel like it's the weakest ability in the game, because it doesn't do more super extra damage, right, that you would think. And then when you're putting this fire pot thing, it's like literally a fire signal, so the enemies know, oh, there's an archer there, let's go kill him. So that's the downside of that. So that kind of said, the little small ability, nothing crazy, just that, you know, you can aim with the weapon, right? Your L2 is your aim. So keep that in mind. But good class, easy to use. If you guys are looking for trying out how to shoot in the game, check it out, because you will become a master in no time with time and practice, guys. But great class overall, and one of the most annoying. So at number 3, guy, is the Raider. Same stats as the Devastator with 130 health, 120 movement speed, and 100 stamina. But the little passive ability that you get on this class is very nice, which you get to carry 2 primary weapons, and that's just awesome and crazy. That's overkill for damage wise. And you get a great ability here with the trumpet. I feel like the trumpet is the second best ability in the game. I'll talk a little more about that in a second here. And then you get the leaping strike, just like the Devastator. And the weapon selections are very nice. You get the Dane axe, the messer, the two-handed hammer, and the clave. I think I said that right. So the clave is not a great weapon. I'll just throw it out there. Maybe not in the top 10, right? Spoiler. But anyways, great class. You got a good amount of weapons, 2 primaries, and you even have a little knife also, just like the Devastator, just in case, you know, if you ever need to use it, if you threw your 2 primary weapons. That happens sometimes. But the trumpet is one of the main reasons also this class deserves to be number 3 here, because the trumpet is so good, because you can heal all your teammates around you in the vicinity, and it just heals them instantly. And you can bring people that are on dying state, right, that are crawling around your teammates, and then it'll just bring them back up instantly, which I think that's very cool that they added that. So, you know, that's just, you're reviving people, healing them. So the downside of the trumpet, the reason it's at number 3, is that it sucks when you use the ability and someone just blew the horn right before you did it, and when that happens, you literally get no heals, because he's the first one that did the heals, and he's healing everyone, and you'll probably get maybe 20 points whoever just walked in with your vicinity and was not healed, right? So that's a downer there with the trumpet. That's one of the reasons I say the second best ability in the game, because just because of that, it could be annoying. But overall, great class. Go crazy with it. 2 primary weapons, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Raider, because he is awesome, and he's one of the classes that has 1 weapon only unique to him too, which that's the Dane axe, as you can tell. But anyway, let me know what you guys think for number 3 in the comment below. Is he worthy for number 3, or should he be lower or higher? And then number 2, guy, we got the Officer, which is under the Knight class. 175 health, 80 movement speed, 80 stamina. You're be like, why is stamina so low on a Knight? Well, it's okay, because you got so much health, and the weapons that you're using actually are great for these type of, for the stamina you get. So the small passive you get is pretty much that you got great diverse of weapons, right? With the long sword, war axe, heavy mace, and pole axe, and you get a secondary. So these weapons are just so unique to this class. It's the only class that have almost all of these weapons, which is pretty awesome, and that makes the class even more unique, because that's the only way you can use these weapons, right? By picking this class, and they're all great. So it just works out, and they're all for everyone. Like, there's literally a weapon for every type of player, I would say, on this class. And it's a starter class, great for when you're starting out the game. And another thing, you get throwing knives, which is funny that you have, because that's a way to start practicing how to throw weapons. And you get 4 throwing knives. They do decent damage. You could also get some kills, you know, people that are low in health and all that stuff. So great stuff, honestly, for the officer right here. Your ability obviously is the trumpet. You already know my explanation on that trumpet, how it works, but great to have it on the knight because you have all this health. And then if you don't want to really worry about hitting your teammates, let's say you lose health, then just use the trumpet on yourself and heal yourself, right? It works and you'll be a super tank at that point. And then the small ability is tackle, which you could tackle your opponents to the ground and then try and kill them before they get up. But overall, great class, guy. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think of the officer being number 2 on this list. And then number 1, guys, it's the Guardian. And you already know the stats, so I'm not going to repeat it just like the officer. But this class is just amazing, guys. You get a heavy shield. You feel like a super tank on the battlefield, honestly. And people be scared to like going up against you because you got the shield. If you're a good player, they'll be able to tell if you're a good player. And you get great diverse of weapons. Like you get the Warhammer, the axe, the falchion, the one-hand spear, which is crazy to get with a heavy shield. It's just awesome, honestly. And you get decent secondaries too, which is just like the officer. And you get the best ability in the game, and in my opinion, which is the banner, guys. You guys could probably contradict me and say the trumpet is still better. The reason I put the banner, the best ability in the game, is because this banner, you put it down, and as long as you stay alive, that's the key, right? Not dying. As long as you stay alive, you'll be healing your teammates within the radius as long as you stay within your banner. This is just a great ability, like when you're charging it on the fighting on the bridge or charging in an area that takes a minute to go through. You got to break the doors of the castle or something, right? Just great ability. You put it down, you just start hitting everyone around you, and that's so important as a team player. You'll start noticing all your teammates getting healed, and you're getting crazy points, 500 points. You're going up the leaderboards like nothing, and it's just great to keep you're being a team player, and you're also getting points. But key part, if you die, that's it. You're not gonna get no more heal. So that's important there. So that's like the counterpart to it. So what I would recommend is put it down somewhere where you'll heal everyone. They can't destroy it, right behind like the front line, and you're staying within that front line, like getting in there, doing some pokes, right, and stepping back, making sure you don't die because you want to keep your teammate getting healed with your flag. Just great ability, and honestly the best. And that's one of the reasons that Potty made me put the Guardian at number 1, just because the weapons, the heavy shield, and the ability, just Potty did it overdue, right? But overall, great stuff. You get the tackle just like the officer, which is also feels a lot better on the Guardian because you got the shield, right? But great stuff, guys, and let me know what you guys think of my number 1 class for this list. Tell me what you guys think are the top 5 best classes in the game in the comment below. I'd love to know your opinion because there's 12 of them, right? So you know, I only picked 5. But we got a weapon tier list coming out soon too, so keep an eye out for that. The top 10 best weapon in the game, in my opinion. And I had one of my friends help me that were both really good at the game. So we gave our opinion on the best 10 weapons. That'll be coming out, like I said, in like probably 3 days from this upload. But guys, what you guys think of this weapon class, right? Class top 5. What you guys think? Was it good, bad? But let me know, guys. I'd love to know your opinion, what you guys think, and what was your opinion putting your own 5 listing. You could comment it below too. I'd love to read it. But hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, for new players, current players, experienced player, and maybe it'll make you guys try out these classes and see how great they are. And maybe you'll appreciate the banner, because the banner clutch, guys. It helps you win team battles and win the game. But guys, make sure to subscribe and like the video and share with your friends. I'll appreciate it a lot. But that's all, guys. Take care and have a great day.